Good morning, pregame crew. How are ya? I hope you're doing well. As you can see, I'm trying to play around with OBS and make it a little bit bigger. I don't know why it has the black area around it. Your girl is trying over here. I'll get it right one day. Good morning. It's Wednesday, August 21st, 6:22 a.m. Mountain Time, 8:22 a.m. Eastern Time. Good morning. Welcome to the show. This is a show where I go over indices, commodities, crypto movers and shakers of the day. My goal is to get you ready for the trading day. My goal for jumping on early is to get my brain matched up with my mouth, which can sometimes be a small problem, but we'll get there. Good morning, Marvin. Hey, Duke. Hey, Wave. Hey, Topher. Hey, Shake and Bake. Snorkel Day. Charts and candle time. It sounds like a beautiful day. Brunch and a nap. Yes, please. Hey, Night Truck. Hey, Casey, Spaceball, Taxi Driver. Hey, Jill. Dollar Tree. Hey, Mal, you're welcome. Your stop was higher. You're smarter than me. I did get back in later in the day. 130 was definitely the stop area, and it hit 129.88, and my stop was 129.80. I should have given it wiggle room to 130. I'm glad you got it, though. Hey, Hector. Thanks, Night Truck. Hey, Adrian. Hey, Sir Fernando. How are ya? Hope you're doing well. Let's see. Do we have any chart requests? Could XLE be a canary for potential market action? I dug up this data from AI Wave so you could see it. S&P index has 11 sectors, as we know. Energy is 3.6% of the current weighting as of August, as of this month, right now. 3%. Financials, healthcare, IT, consumer discretionary are 67%. So I would say no, XLE is not a canary. XLE can do its own thing in the corner and really botch things up, and it doesn't matter. Of course, if you're an energy bull holder, it matters, but it doesn't matter as far as the overall market. It could pull on it a little bit, but I can't see it weighing on the market heavily and or being a canary, because it's somewhat disconnected. It's of course connected, but disconnected in that, commodities and energy is expressed in dollars. It's related to the dollar. So we have definitely a few more variables that go into energy. So no, I wouldn't say that it's a canary. HOLO is a small cap name that loves to pump and dump. Please be careful with this name. This is a sign of major dilution and major debt structure here, the way that this chart presents itself. It's only 2 years old. This is a mess. I'm pretty sure it's a low float. How many? Public float 77 million. So it isn't a low float. That's according to Market Watch. Held by insiders, implied shares. Okay, the float is 5.8 million. So it is considered a low float. It's below 10 million. But this is just a stock that you just got to be careful with. It is a pure gamble. How about that? You have no edge. Well, you practically have no edge in this name if you are trading it. This is a small cap that's likely pumped by Twitter Xers. 5360 is your next resistance. You're back inside yesterday's range. Support is 0.4120. For me, this is just like flipping a coin as to whether a long would work or not. And I think that the odds are less in your favor. Actually, it's less than 50% because of the pump and dump history and nature. History doesn't always repeat itself, but it does tend to rhyme. All right. Hey, Nugget. Thanks for that. Lori Carlson says, hey, give this beautiful whatever, give her the smart creature a like, please. Yeah, give me a like. PLTR, I liked it. Almost made the queen of the mountain with this hourly EQ we have going on here. So I like this tightening range. We do have a tiny squeeze present. We're looking for a weekly higher low on a pullback. This could be a daily bull flag. I mean, it almost made the Queen of the Mountain list. So if you want to play this equilibrium, I wouldn't blame you. Support $32, then $31.63. Resistance $32.53, then $32.72. PayPal has been on a tear. PayPal, we were testing yesterday, 72.30, yesterday's intraday level resistance. On the daily, on a pullback, we're looking for a higher low. Monthly, we have a trend change. I think Dan mentioned this name in the video yesterday, the market recap video. Nice 15-minute tight pattern. You know how you could play this is you could do a back burner. First 5 or 15-minute oversold conditions during regular trading hours could yield a decent bounce with the outsized move of PayPal. I will go over Tesla Gita when I go over my Wheel of Fortune, four of them. Siri, okay. Siri's gapping up. I don't know what the news was. Clinch's multi-year programming deal with Call Her Daddy. Yeah, Call Her Daddy. She's a really popular podcaster. Monthly lower high is the more likely scenario. Weekly lower high, the more likely scenario. Daily bull break yesterday. I would put this one on back burner watch. Sorry for that loud cough. Yesterday's high was 332. That's gap rules. So as long as 332 holds a support, that would be a long signal. And you could definitely put this on 5 or 15-minute back burner watch. Bull news, big move yesterday, big gap up this morning. You're welcome. Meta. And then we'll get started. I'm going to take a drink of water. Meta, this is a potential daily bull flag. We're opening up closer to yesterday's high than low. We closed yesterday with an inside bar. You could look for a pullback by long, a 15-minute higher low. That could work, Mal. Yeah, nice squeeze on the hourly chart. We're over the 50 MA. Yeah, I like that for a pullback buy. All right, let's get this show on the road. Well, first of all, I would like to apologize before we get the show on the road for the black ring around the OBS or the YouTube. I see that there's a black ring. I apologize for that. I will work on that later today. It seems like y'all can see my chart and y'all can hear me. It's just not optimum, and I will definitely work on that. But let's forget about all that and let's talk about charts. And let me introduce myself. I'm Chart Gal Lori. I'm part of the Chart Guys community, and we teach technical analysis. If you want to give me a follow on X at Chart Gal Lori, that would be lovely. What I do here on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is I show you this market environment dossier. This is where I look at about 22 of the puzzle pieces that I think are more important than others, and I start fitting them together and say, wait a minute, are we looking more bullish than bearish today? And we're still looking more bullish. Volume has been extremely low, but bulls don't need volume to push up price in a bull market. Bears have to bring the volume in order to pull down price. So if we have a bearish move down today and the volume's not spiking, it may not be a sustainable down move. We have payroll revisions at 10 a.m. and we have FOMC meeting minutes at 2 p.m. Eastern. FOMC meeting minutes is just that, minutes. It's a recap of the meeting that they had weeks ago. This is not new information. Now, if there is a surprise in the minutes, a wording choice that was not disclosed in the statement they released at the last meeting and during the conference with Jay Powell, if there's a surprise in the minutes, then yes, that could rock the market. But typically, this is a nothing burger, okay? But we're going to be ready for all scenarios. We have oil inventory at 10:30 this morning. All right, did that. Okay, let's go look at charts, my favorite part. Starting with ES. Options, Jen, yes, that it is possible to stream higher than 720. I bought a new computer and my OBS settings didn't come over, so I'm struggling with the screen and I'm struggling with the output quality. Charting Man Dan shared his settings with me yesterday and I worked on it yet last night. I'm going to work on it again today, so just give me a couple more days, grace, okay? And then I'll get it right. I'll get it tight. Okay, ES is holding the hourly EMAs and the 4-hour 12 EMA. Charting Man Dan, I always watch his videos, and I know he doesn't always watch mine. On Monday's video, I said the same thing he said yesterday on the market recap video. As long as the 4-hour 12 EMA remains as price support, nothing changes. Nothing changes until something changes. And this 4-hour 12 EMA has been support since Jesus was a baby. Just kidding. But it has been support since Friday, August 9th. So for almost 2 weeks, it's been support. Bulls are large and in charge until that changes. We are not at all-time highs. We are looking for a potential weekly lower high, but look at that hammer. Look at that hammer. So we currently are opening up inside yesterday's range. This looks like a daily bull flag to me. It's a daily bull flag until the bears prove otherwise. Bears have the proving to do and not the bulls. Bears have the proving to do. NQ is a potential daily bull flag above the daily 50 MA. Volume has been low. Hourly, we're holding the EMAs, kind of going sideways with a little squeeze. X-Twits, I like that, Duke. So 4-hour 12 EMA is holding. Nothing changes until something changes. So NASDAQ bulls are in control. I have a little asterisk on that with the Queen of the Mountain trade with semis. I'll show you what I mean. I'm just watching for one little warning sign I see. RTY, this could be a 4-hour head and shoulders here. Daily, I would not call this a bull flag with that outside bearish candle we had yesterday. And on the weekly, we're looking for a lower high. We're much farther from the high of July 29th than we are on other names. So if you're looking for a futures of the Fab 4 futures, which one should you, or which one would have the higher probability of success in shorting, it would be the Russell, because the Russell's farther away from its resistance and a weekly lower high probability is much higher. So on the Russell, we're looking for a weekly lower high compared to 2320. And this looks like a 4-hour head and shoulders. Dow, we're still overbought on the 4-hour. Weekly, we're approaching resistance, 41,427. We are 400 points away. That's not too far away. What is that, 1% away? Yeah, 1% away. So this could be a daily bull flag as well. Again, RTY is the only one of the Fab 4 indices that is not a potential daily bull flag. On the Dow, that looks gorgeous. All right, VIX. VIX has got a little spunky this morning. It's giving it up again. We got a 4-hour higher high. We got a 4-hour higher high and plenty of room for a 4-hour higher low on a pullback. It'll be interesting to see how this unfolds. If you look at this 4-hour, it has megaphone personality, broadening formation. Higher high, no follow through. Higher high, no follow through. Lower low, no follow through. So we'll see what we get here. We get what we get and we don't throw a fit. So VIX is a little spunky this morning. There is a little fear creeping into the market saying, is it time to slow down yet or not? All right, Hang Seng was pretty red overnight. DAX is pretty green this morning. Bitcoin has been having some issues. Hourly EMAs are overhead. 4-hour EMAs are really, really flat. and it just keeps rejecting at the daily 50 MA. Nothing changes until something changes. Bitcoin has been weak. Is Bitcoin our canary? That could actually be a possibility. Is it our canary that this weakness has been creeping into Bitcoin, even though it's green right now, has been creeping in this week while the market has been strong? It could possibly be that canary. Okay, and the variables associated with Bitcoin are, a lot of them are mutually exclusive of the market. They have nothing to do with the market. So we can't always make that one-to-one conclusion that, hey, if Bitcoin is dropping, watch out for NASDAQ to drop. We're just going really sideways. I didn't have a lot of good things to say about Bitcoin this morning on the whiteboard. It looks weak. Ethereum looks even weaker. Down here, testing hourly support 25.67, hourly resistance 25.92. EMAs are suppressing price like a boss. 4-hour 12 EMA is overhead. Well, that's true too, probably, with a 12-hour 12 EMA overhead. Yes, sirree. So bears are really, really working on Ethereum, and even more so on Litecoin. But Litecoin was interesting to me this morning. It was down the most. We're down 2.66%. We rejected at the daily 50 MA right there, but we're looking for a daily higher low on Litecoin. And 4-hour was approaching oversold. Let's see. We're at 32 right now. So we're looking for a daily higher low and 4-hour approaching oversold. Hourly, we have inside bars and we are oversold. So even though Litecoin is weaker, I like where it is on the daily chart, the location. So if I were looking for a crypto long this morning of our big three, I would be looking for a Litecoin long this morning for a bottom fish. Nice risk to reward. Okay. Dollar. Dollar is still weak. Our monthly support 100.617. Daily is oversold as we're looking for the monthly higher low. So we're getting closer to possibly putting in that low. But then we go to lower time frames and bulls are just showing no interest in the dollar. We're looking for a 15-minute lower high on the next bounce. Gold is slightly red. Hourly EMAs are overhead, hourly downtrend. 4-hour, we have an equilibrium. We're going sideways. Key support is 2538.6. Any volatile reaction on the payroll revisions on the 20-year bond auction or the FOMC meeting minutes today could impact the dollar, so just be aware of that. One second. All right, so 4-hour EQ on gold. Oil. Oil is getting interesting. We have inventory today, and it's getting interesting because we're looking for a daily higher low. We're looking for a daily higher low compared to 70.50. All right. 4-hour got oversold, and that did not mark the daily higher low. That is problematic for the oil bulls. We cannot get over the hourly 50 MA. It has been acting as resistance for a week. So oil inventory this morning, let's see if it can break out oil. Right now in the 15-minute, we're still looking for a lower high compared to 73.65, but I'm starting to scout that daily higher low. I'm looking for oil inventory to potentially be a catalyst to set that daily higher low and look for a potential long on oil. What's Nat Gas doing today? Nat Gas on a bounce, we're looking for a 15-minute lower high. I wanted to see when the last time it had a weekly trend change. In November of 2022 was the last time it had a weekly trend change. That's why I call it Nat Trash. Bounces are for shorting until bulls prove otherwise. They got something going over here and then promptly gave it all back. So we shall see. We have room for an hourly higher low compared to 2177, but you can have that long. I don't want it. All right, let's look at our 4 standard names that we look at every pregame. Apple, we confirmed a daily bull flag yesterday by 34 cents. We got over Friday's high, and we're opening green this morning, closer to yesterday's high than low. This is a pretty bullish looking chart. EMAs are holding price. So let's sing-song it together. I know y'all can't stand when I do that sing-song voice, so I'll try not to do it. As long as the 4-hour 12 EMA is supporting price, bulls are large and in charge. Period. Period. End of discussion. Apple looks good this morning. Amazon looks even better. It was gapping up. Yeah, it's still gapping up this morning, possibly on target correlation, and we're still in the gap. The gap doesn't fill till 181.87. Target beat on earnings. Last time I looked, they were up 12%, and that's positively impacting names like Walmart. Walmart's up 1%, gap up. Cost, gapping up. And it could be impacting, did I see a shop? I'm trying to remember. Did I see a shop upgrade? I can't remember. This does look like a daily bull flag. But that could, the target earnings could be the reason for Amazon gapping up. And we have no immediate resistance overhead. 181.87, that will be the gap fill. So right now, Amazon is the one to watch. If you want to trade it long, you're going to be following gap rules, waiting for a pullback by long. As long as the high of yesterday is holding as support, bulls are in control. NVIDIA, this was a much deeper pullback than bulls would have liked. Now, is there anything wrong with this chart? No, there isn't anything wrong with this chart. Earnings are next Wednesday. We've had a lot of buying into earnings next week. So now what I'm watching is stair step. If yesterday's low breaks on this daily inside bar, 125.89, that would be, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 candles in this stair step pattern. So that would be a jar, shaking the bull, saying, whoa, 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 something has happened, something has changed, and bears are stepping in here. So NVDA, I will still look to pick on short, and I'll show you why. Not only did it have a big pullback off that 130, nope, not that one, this one. SMH has potential hourly head and shoulders here. I think I liked it better on the 2-hour. Yeah, just kind of watching this pattern here, here, and then do we have a right shoulder and roll over? So I'm looking for an SMH top fish against 249.66. That intraday level resistance right there. In my notes for TCG, I think I wrote 249.75, giving it a little bit of wiggle room. So looking for a top fish setup on SMH has me continuing to look short on NVIDIA. Tesla is green. We're opening up a little bit closer to the low of yesterday than the high. We're approaching 222.47 intraday resistance, then 223.44 is the next resistance. We are above the hourly EMAs, but I don't like the distance that we're away from yesterday's high. Bears will be looking to top fish this. The question is, which level do you use? I would use this 223.44 intraday resistance level here as a level to potentially top fish Tesla, but give Tesla room and let's just see what it does at open. So NVIDIA is definitely one of my top watches for a short over here. EXAS. Wait, I just messed that up. EXAS, we have a 4-hour and or daily rising wedge here at the daily 200 MA. Do you see it? 59.04 was this gap over here, and this gap is now filled. Gap is filled. We're at the daily 200 MA, and we have a very clear 4-hour rising wedge. I have an alert. You can see that little clock right there. Let me know if price crosses this bottom trend line. I want to know about it. So EXAS, I like short. Nike, I like long. 1 second. Where did my notes go? Okay, Nike, potential daily bull flag. And we have an hourly squeeze. Look at the squeeze here. That is really pretty, really pretty. And a potential daily bull flag. And we're in an area with no resistance. I like Nike to the long side. Let me pull Nike over here. I really like that one. All right, SMH, I went over the potential hourly head and shoulders or 2-hour snap. Potential hourly diamond bearish reversal pattern here. I had it drawn earlier. Potential weekly bear flag. This is a top fish setup. So on the weekly, that's a classic bear flag. Classic. You could print it and put it on Investopedia, and they'd probably pay you for that just classic weekly bear pattern. And 961 is yesterday's high. I like a top fish setup against 961. With this potential rising wedge on the 4-hour, looking for the weekly bear flag and the potential hourly diamond bearish reversal pattern. And then finally, Walmart. Walmart gap rules trade. We're gapping up on the Target correlation because Target beat the heck out of earnings. So as long as yesterday's high holds as support, that is a long signal. All right, let me go over here. Success, you want to look at SMCI. I couldn't find any discernible pattern. ARM, I thought ARM could be a short today. SMCI, we're right here at the weekly 50 MA, potential weekly bear flag, looking for the weekly lower high. Daily is okay. We're over the 12 EMA. We have enough room for a daily high or low. But on the hourly, we gave back too much yesterday. Now bears will be looking to top fish yesterday's high. And we're opening up closer to yesterday's low than high. I don't like it that much. All right. I appreciate y'all tolerating my 720 output and the black area around my screen. Y'all are the best. Hit the like button before you exit. Please give me a follow on X at CharkAlLuri. TCG members, I'm going to go beat up. Yeah, I'm going to beat up the stream. I'm going to load up the stream, and I'll see you in 10 minutes. All right, y'all, you stop.